Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Environmental Justice Now. My name is Leah Jones, and I am the organizing coordinator and water justice organizer here at Virginia Interfaith Power and Light. Before we get started today, as usual, I'd like to do a very brief land acknowledgement. While we are on a video call and many of us, are joining in from different places, it's important that we do remind ourselves that we gather on the unceded land of the indigenous peoples. I am currently joining in from so-called Richmond, Virginia, and I am on the land of the Powhatan and Chickahominy peoples. So if you are unsure of whose land you are on and you would like to take a moment to find out, you can always visit native-land.ca to find out and learn more. So this week we have a special episode. Wednesday actually marked the year landmark since the Inflation Reduction Act, also known as the IRA, was signed into law. Woo! This act was actually the largest investment in clean energy and climate action ever. And as stated in the White House fact sheet, actually, the Inflation Reduction Act is a transformative law that is helping the United States meet its climate goals and strengthen energy security, investing in America to create good paying jobs, reducing energy and healthcare costs for families, and making the tax code fairer. So we have been working tirelessly for so long in getting this climate legislation passed, a victory made possible only because of everyone's support. So much of our energy and time has really been put into making these investments a reality and educating our fellow Virginians on the importance of financing climate actions, right? So since then, we say it's been a year. So since then, more than 270 new clean energy product projects have already been announced since the passage of the IRA, with private investments totaling 132 billion. And according to a recent bank, and that was all according to a recent Bank of America report. So these investments are expected to be accompanied by more than 86,000 jobs, including 129 projects in communities of color as well, which is so amazing. Also in alignment with the IRA was the Justice 40 initiative, a goal that was set by the administration that 40% of all of the overall benefits of certain federal investments will flow into disadvantaged communities that are marginalized, underserved, and overburdened by pollution. So the Biden administration has actually stated that with this initiative, the nation is transforming hundreds of federal programs across the government to ensure that disadvantaged communities receive the benefits of the new and existing federal investments in these categories. So the investment is meant to help confront decades worth of underinvestment in disadvantaged communities and bring critical resources to communities that have been overburdened by legacy pollution and tons of environmental hazards, right? So to celebrate the first anniversary of the IRA, we have been amplifying this law all on our socials. And we have also been sharing how the IRA and the Justice 40 initiative will help communities fighting to achieve environmental justice. So if you haven't already, be sure to check those posts out all over our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to continue learning more about how this historic bill is helping Virginians. So now I will take some time on the show today just to share a little bit more, a few more facts about what benefits the IRA is bringing to communities. There are many tax credits available for small businesses, well, small business owners, including getting up to $5 back in tax credits per square foot by making the right weatherization, energy efficiency, and Energy Star upgrades. Small businesses are also eligible to get up to a 30% tax credit for the installation of solar PV systems. And for any small business owners in the auto industry, there is not $2,000, excuse me, $2 billion in grants that you can apply to retool in order to serve and make clean vehicles. So these benefits are not only extended to our small business owners, but there are also tax credit benefits for residents switching to solar and other energy efficient or clean energy forms as well. These include the residential clean energy tax credit that allows residents actually to get 30% back on what you pay for new household clean energy systems like solar, wind, or geothermal systems that produce electricity or heating, as well as the labor to install them and the fees for permitting, inspection, and development, which I know is one of the most crucial pieces of this, right? Also, being able to afford what comes with actually installing these systems, right? So there is also, in addition to that tax credit, another tax credit called the Energy Efficient Home Improvement Tax Credit that are available for residents as well. Although the original tax credit that already existed for energy efficiency home improvement recently expired, this credit is actually getting a renewal and with even better benefits. So compared to the previous $500 lifetime max, consumers can now get 30% back. That means up to $1,200 per year for energy saving renovations like adding insulation or swapping out exterior windows that better keep cool air out in the winter and inside in the summer. It incentivizes the purchase of certain electric, energy efficient appliances like heaters, AC units, and boilers. And it also ups the annual credit cap to $2,000 per year for items like uber efficient heat pump air conditioners and heat pump water heaters and boilers as well. So, if you are unsure which changes to make, the new law also offers a $150 tax credit per household for even a home energy audit to figure those things out and make it easier to see what options are best suited for you, how you can most benefit from these tax credits and programs that now exist, which I think is absolutely incredible, right? So there are also so many awesome opportunities for lower income households, which is also really incredible to see, to receive money back for making your home more energy efficient specifically. There are actually two rebate programs available that families that can apply to. The first is called the Homes Rebate Program. It stands for the Homeowner Managing Energy Savings Rebate Program, which actually gets homeowners cash back by shrinking your overall home energy use through weatherization renovations, like adding insulation, or by installing more efficient appliances. The amount you can get back depends on how much energy you save and how you prove those energy savings. And that may be through either modeling, which requires computer software, or through measured energy savings. And it's also determined by your household income, which I think is such an imperative factor to consider in a program like this, right? And actually, just honing in on that, this important piece, that piece about household income will allow low and moderate income households to qualify for double the rebate amount and are actually eligible for up to 80% of project costs. So that's $8,000 max if you cut your energy use by 35%, and $4,000 max if you cut your energy use by 20%, right? These are hefty cuts, right? Really excited about it. The other rebate program that's available for households is the High Efficiency Electric Home Rebate Act, which offers low to medium income families as much as $14,000 per year in point of sale discounts for electrification projects, which includes up to $8,000 for a heat pump for space heating and cooling, $840 for an electric stove, and even $1,600 for an insulation project. So we're really starting to see the funds, the ways even that these funds could be used for everyday households to make these changes and make their homes more energy efficient and more cost efficient as well. So, what I've shared here today are only some of the benefits of the historic act and the awesome potential it has to positively impact our communities. Low income Virginians now have numerous tax credits available and rebates that will allow them to make their uh, homes more energy efficient, and their cars possibly more energy efficient as well, or cleaner rather, as well as an opportunity to save on bills and ultimately reduce carbon emissions and pollution. So this opportunity, even what we've seen in just the past year since the act came into law, has been historical. And to know that disadvantaged communities that have been left behind for so many years now have funds that are becoming available specifically targeted to improving their communities is something that is just a major investment and building block in this effort towards environmental justice, achieving environmental justice and resilience for our communities. So these investments, in addition to making our communities more resilient, is also now putting our nation much closer to reaching its Paris Agreement goals, with hopefully a real chance of averting even more of the terrible climate outcomes that we've already seen happening over the past so many years now. Even just this past week with the devastating fires that we've seen in Maui. So we are so grateful for all of you who have made calls, who have sent emails, who've lobbied and showed up in the streets to call on legislators to act on climate change. We really could not have done this work without you. And I'm really excited to see how these investments unfold and continue to unfold in our communities here in the Commonwealth. Let's hope that the Biden administration keeps up this momentum to take action on climate and provide resources for our communities, especially for those that are most threatened by our changing climate. So, thank you all so much for tuning in today, and happy Friday again. I'll see you all same time next week, same time, same place. As usual, if you haven't already, please sign up to be a supporter of VIPL. Join our supporters list. Keep up with VIPL and all the things that we're up to, and see if you would like to participate along with us. We would love to have you there. And with that being said, everyone have a great Friday. I'll be back next week, and goodbye.